Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am finally filming my entire luxury handbag collection. So just my luxury bags, it's the vintage, the new, pre-loved, all of it. I will just give brief descriptions on them because I have a lot of bags to go through. I'm not even sure, I haven't counted recently what my bag count is. If you're new here, my name is Natalie and my channel is all about luxury, vintage, fashion, and styling. So if you're interested in any of those, please consider hitting the subscribe button below. If you've seen my old video, I don't know, it's like a year and a half, 2 years ago, my collection has definitely changed a lot since then. I've sold some bags, I've gotten a lot of new bags, so I hope you guys will find this interesting. I have pretty much almost all of these bags I have, but I will include some of those review videos down in the description box below. Also, if I find like any of these bags, pre-loved, vintage, or new, I will link everything I can down in the description box. You just hit the more and it will expand. And if you want to see me styling these bags, definitely head over to my Instagram. It is the same name as here. I will pop it on the screen and they're all linked below. So you can see me styling all these bags and all my day-to-day outfits. Before I get a lot of questions about this shirt, it is a vintage Tom Ford Gucci. I love it. It's new. This is the first time I'm wearing it and I figured this was the perfect occasion because I am talking about a lot of my vintage bags. Let's get started. I'm gonna try to go, I think, by brands because maybe that'll just keep it a little bit more organized. So let me start with the Row. First, I have the Row Half Moon bag. I love this bag. I think it's super convenient. It's a great day to night bag. I love the shape. I think it's very classic, especially without any hardware. It really ages well. So it's a really comfortable bag on the shoulder, easy to use, and it's functional. So I definitely love this bag. My most used bag is for sure the Row Medium Park Tote. Perfect for being a mom of a toddler. I can fit all my stuff, all of his stuff very easily. I can fit an iPad if I need to. Just like convenient, it's comfortable. I think it's super chic. I think the leather quality is amazing. Again, the Row bags are just impeccable quality. I love them. It's very comfortable. The medium's definitely my favorite of the Park Tote sizes. I have a full review of this and comparing it to the large, and I have a small one as well. So I'm gonna link all those down below for you guys. This is my most recent handbag purchase. It is the Row Medium Ascot bag. So this bag is discontinued. I bought it pre-loved and I loved the color. I think it's a really comfortable bag. I love the smooshy leather. It's like a thinner leather. Definitely is like a puddle, but I love that about it. And it, again, holds a lot of my stuff for day to day. So it's a really functional bag for me. It's lined in satin. And just like a cool, unique bag. I don't see it everywhere, which is kind of nice because sometimes the Row bags are like very saturated. So this is kind of a style that's under the radar, not seen as much, and I think the color is gorgeous. Okay, so let's go to Fendi. I love vintage Fendi bags. I've had a lot of vintage Fendi bags in the past. I've sold some, but I still have a good amount. So this one we will start with. I got this from Shore Luxury Club. I will put their handle down below. They are on Instagram. They have a website as well. But I love this cute little tote style. It is super spacious. I have enough room for all of my day-to-day. Has a zip in the back. Now the one thing about this is obviously it's just handheld, which is always kind of a thing for me. I prefer a handheld and also a strap, but I can clip a extra strap onto this if I wanted to be able to carry it kind of on the shoulder or crossbody. I haven't done that yet. I usually end up grabbing this when I don't have my son with me and I can just grab and go. This is a Fendi mini croissant, again, a vintage style. It holds literally nothing, like a lipstick, a card, like not a card case, like just a card. I mean, I guess it could hold a card case, but it doesn't hold a phone, but it is so darn cute. I don't care. I make the sacrifice sometimes when it's like a night out, and I'm usually holding my phone anyway, so it's not the biggest deal, but I love this little cutie. I will like never part with this. I just think it's so cool. My newest Fendi bag is this vintage baguette. I love it. It's pony hair. It's so cool. Very Sex and the City vibes. That's what I love about baguettes. I think that they are just iconic bags. You cannot go wrong with a vintage Fendi baguette. I love them. I have another one as well, but I just think they're really functional bags. I love it. It's comfortable on the shoulder. It's chic night out. And again, this is another like good day to night bag. I really love these styles. They hold enough for the day, but chic enough to hold for the evening. And I love her so much. My other vintage baguette, I got this one probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. I love it. It's denim. It's definitely like worn, but part of it is like it's supposed to be like that worn vibe. That's how it was. It has gold, which I really like. And I grabbed this one a ton. It's like a perfect daytime bag. I use that one more for the evening than this one. But again, for daytime, I grab this one all the time. I just think it makes every outfit cooler. It gives that like interesting touch to a look. So I absolutely love them. Highly recommend vintage Fendi baguettes. This maxi whip stitch Fendi baguette, I definitely need to bring out and wear more again. I wore her a lot for a while and then I've just kind of like stopped, and I feel like she's starting to kind of get worn a bit. So she went into retirement for a little bit, but I need to bring her back out, especially for summer. I just feel like it's a really good bag. I love wearing it like it's a clutch, so I've just taken off the strap, but it does have a strap. It actually came with two straps, so one that's more like shorter and one that's like longer. You can kind of go crossbody. So these are really cool. I do see these from time to time on the market as well, on resale. So if I can find any, I'll link them for you guys. But again, really smushy. It's like thinner leather. So very, very smushy and nice, which is nice for a bigger bag because it gives you that like smush effect. I like it. So this little Fendi hobo bag is very bright. Might be the brightest one in my collection. I really like this for like summer though, especially if I'm going on a beach vacation holiday kind of thing. It's super easy to use. It's a great day bag. It holds a good amount. Again, because it's slouchy, it just can be stuffed a lot. This one's definitely very worn at this point, and you can see the teal inside. It's definitely like stained and stuff. Like it's been worn. But again, you know, I don't mind my vintage bags having character like that. If anything, it just makes it easier for me to use and be carefree about. So I love this one. And also because it goes kind of flat, I used this a lot when I had like a full-on like diaper bag I was doing with my son, and I would just keep my essentials in here. And it was, because it's smushy, it really just kind of fit into everything. So a really good style for that. They do these still. These are really affordable styles you can find on the vintage market. So if you're into like a vintage Fendi, you want to do something kind of fun and playful, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is a great option. So for Bottega, I have this cute little Candy Wallace bag. I love the color. For me, this is a lot of color, but it's actually really nice. It's really nice with other greens. It has a little bit of an earth tone to it that I feel like just gives an interesting look to an outfit, but goes with a lot. I feel like I can really wear this bag with everything. My favorite thing about this bag is it goes from like a cute little top handle to a shoulder strap, which again is really convenient, a good day to night option. And I love the size of it. It holds enough of like all my essentials that it makes it easy to use, and it comes in a lot of colors, and it's a really good price point for Bottega. So if you were considering getting a Bottega piece and you were interested, this is a really good one. I think it's a good like entry piece into Bottega. And my other Bottega is this vintage hobo bag style, the original. I love it. I love how smushy and soft the vintage Bottega leather is. I've had many other vintage Bottega bags, which you probably remember from my old handbag videos. The leather's great, the quality is amazing, like they're just so cool. Again, another bag I would recommend buying vintage. I love it. I think these are so cool, timeless, and really fun. I have two Prada bags. I have this vintage clutch, which I got for a steal on The RealReal a few years back. And I feel like I wear this a ton for like weddings, events. I love the pop, especially if I just have like kind of a basic like slip dress or something on. I feel like this adds a really interesting element. And because it's long like that East-West, which is now back in style, so I bet you if this was on the pre-loved market, it'd go for a lot more because it is more on trend now. But I love the style. It fits a ton. It like has like, it goes, expands. You can see it's like the satin on the inside. It has the little snap closure in the back here, and I love the brocade. I think it's so pretty. My other Prada bag, it's like a wristlet style. I thought I was going to use this a lot more than I do. I really hardly grab for it, so I may end up selling it at some point just because I don't use it. It's pretty much brand new. I've maybe used it once or twice ever. It's kind of the same concept I was thinking I was going to be doing, but I ended up using that Fendi one more when I was using my diaper bag, and this would be like where I'd put my stuff in. I just ended up doing that one more because of the shoulder strap. I just prefer being able to have like hands-free, and like, yeah, this has a wristlet you can like put on your wrist, but I still feel like you're not totally hands-free. So I just have one vintage Judith Leiber bag. It's this cute little evening style bag. I love the chain strap on it. It's really chic. I love that it feels really vintage. Like the style just feels like something my grandmother would have worn, you know? So I love it. And I also love about these bags, it comes with all the little goodies on the inside, not always, but you just have to read the description, but it comes with like a little coin pouch, a little mirror, and then it comes with the combs that I have turned into necklaces, so I don't have them in here right now, but they're just like fun evening style clutches, and the strap can be tucked in or worn out, and you can see they are made to be tucked into. So if you want it just like as a clutch, you can. Really fun evening bag. A vintage box bag with the old style C-lock, the carriage. It opens like that. And then it has dividers. And this is really why I don't wear it a lot. I really hate bags that have dividers on the inside. Personally, I just feel like I can't fit that much into them when it's like that. So I just end up not wearing it. I think between that and because it's a pattern, it just, you have to wear the right outfit to be able to put the pattern. It's just like a lot for me because I do have more of like a minimal style. So I do love this bag though. And it has the horse bits on the side here. Really cool. So maybe this is one I might part with at some point, but I haven't decided yet. I still have it in my collection. I still love it. I have one other Celine bag. It is this vintage bag. It's like a little East-West style. And I like that it goes over the, shoulder. What bugs me is it does kind of like tip, if that makes sense. Like, cause the straps are kind of in the center. It does, like, if you're wearing it one side or the other, it does kind of tip a little bit, which kind of bothers me. I don't wear this nearly as much as I thought I would. So maybe down the line, it's not one I keep forever and ever, but I do want to like try to style it more because I do think that the leather is really cool. Here's the interior, one pocket. And yeah, I do love like the worn style. I love the shape. I do think it's a really cool bag. So I really need to try to style this one again more. I've just been kind of like in the habit of styling the same bags recently. And I really need to like branch out and start making myself reach for them again more, like I did in my vintage challenge for January on my Instagram. If you missed it, you can always refer back to it. I did a month of vintage where I styled a different piece of vintage every day, not necessarily all my handbags, but just either a handbag or ready to wear or accessory or shoes or whatever it was. So I did challenge myself to like wear a lot more of my vintage stuff, and I really need to keep doing that because it was great. It was like really fun and playful, and I got to like play with a lot of my bags, which I don't normally get to do a lot. So that was fun. Moving on to Loewe, I have two Loewe bags. I have this basket bag, which is a old style. I don't think they make this style anymore. I haven't seen it in stock for a while. So they do have a newer style, which I can link. It's similar, it's just a little bit different. I really like this bag. I got this one pre-loved on Rebag, and I wear it a lot. I, for a long time, wasn't really into like buying a designer raffia bag, and still I feel like, just depending on the price, I feel like I don't want to pay like a crazy price for them. I do like that this was a pre-loved one, so I got it for a little bit better of a price. But there are other basket styles that I love. Like I love my one from Cezanne that are a lot more affordable, and I end up using that one a lot more than this one, maybe just because this one's a little bit more structured. Like my Cezanne one has like an inner lining that you can kind of keep things more secure. This is just kind of one big opening, and yeah, it has this leather tie here, but stuff isn't quite as secure. And I do feel like because it is a little bit more rigid, and I have heard people that have had issues with the raffia breaking. I haven't had that issue yet, but I'm also like a little bit more careful with it, so just something to keep in mind. But I do really like the like style of it, and I love the shape. I think it's really cool, like a shell. My little Loewe puzzle bag. I love this bag so much. I wanted it for forever and finally found this one. I got this one pre-loved as well. A really beautiful color. I believe it's called Atlantic Blue. Several years old. And it's really cute. And it's in the old puzzle style. Like the new one, they have like the overlapping styles. This is like the original one, which I prefer. It is lined in canvas, and it has that shoulder strap that is pretty long and it's not adjustable. So I do have a second strap that I got to kind of use it for this. It's not like a perfect match, but honestly, I, don't love things being super matchy-matchy. So I like this combo together. And especially like in summer, I do reach for this strap more in summer with this bag. And I just think it's a really fun little bag. And it can be day to night, just depending. I mean, it is more on the casual side, especially in this color, but it is a great bag. I definitely recommend. I have a few Gucci bags. You guys know I love vintage Gucci. Tom Ford Gucci era is my thing. I have a whole video dedicated to Tom Ford Gucci. If you want to see more, I will link that below. This is the newest of my vintage Gucci bags. This is a purple little satin bag. Some of these don't really have names, so I don't really have a name, but cute little bag. It's just one little pocket. The straps are kind of worn on this, so I do have to be careful. I can't stuff it too much. It barely fits a phone, and the phone kind of sticks up just a little bit at the top. So just something to keep in mind. It is a very much like just a little bag just for your essentials, but really cute and goes with that vintage Gucci stash I have. So I really love that combo. It's another Tom Ford Gucci era vintage bag. It is pony hair. It is a dark chocolate brown. It probably looks black on camera. I don't know how it's coming out. Hopefully true. It has leather on the sides. The pony hair is on the front and back. And it is a frame style bag. So you can see it opens up like this. And then it is just like one big pocket in there. It's leather lined with a zip here. And just a really cool, interesting bag. You know, I love vintage just for the history of them. I love seeing them styled like on the runway and the catalogs, like just really cool. It is on the heavier side. It doesn't really bother me though. Again, it's not something I'm necessarily carrying like every day. It is like more of a special kind of like collector bag, but I really love this one. It's super cool and unique and definitely nothing else like in my collection. This isn't vintage, but it is so old that it probably is like getting close to vintage. I've just had it for a super long time. It's a wallet on chain. It's like a little short chain strap. I used to wear this all the time. I remember my husband bought it for me as a Christmas present a long time ago, probably almost 10 years ago at this point. And it's like the old logo, which is now back. So it is like the classic kind of style. It's a wallet, but it did also hold like when I was using it. I haven't used it in a long time, but maybe I should bring it back because it is like a classic kind of little style. It'll hold like a lipstick and like, you know, little things. Not a phone, but again, I hold my phone in my hand, so it doesn't really need to. Just a little classic bag. The queen of my vintage handbag collection is my vintage Hermes Kelly bag. It's in box leather. It is from 1979. It is older than me, and it is in gorgeous condition. I bought this few years back. I got it from a Japanese reseller on eBay, and it's in really good condition. It did not come with its straps. A lot of them don't come with their straps, but it did come with the clochette and the lock, and I don't wear her as much as I should. And you can see the vintage style still similar to the new ones. Not much to say. I have a whole video on this where I talk about it more, but I really need to wear her more. I don't end up reaching for her a ton. I just think sometimes she feels a bit too lady, you know? Again, something I will never get rid of. I will never get rid of this bag. It's like iconic. I feel so fortunate to be able to have this in my collection. It's like a dream bag for a collector, you know? So very cool. Would I get more Hermes bags in the future? Maybe, I don't know. You know, I'm not like super drawn to the Hermes bags, especially like the current ones. I don't know. They just don't feel that special to me, kind of everywhere. Birkins are just like not that convenient to use. I'm not like a handheld, like I said, I don't need just a handheld or a crook of the arm. I really like a strap option. So maybe in the future, maybe like a vintage Constance or maybe like another vintage style I would consider as well. But I'm super happy with just having this one in my collection. I almost wanted to call this vintage. I've just had it for a long time, but it's a Louis Vuitton Palm Springs mini backpack. I used to wear this bag a ton. I wore it all the time. It's actually a very like convenient, easy bag to use. I used to wear it crossbody the most with the strap. Crossbody, you can change the straps out. So that's why I'd wear it the most. And again, like a little top handle, makes it super handy. I have not worn this bag in a long time, and maybe I would consider selling it one day, but not anytime soon. I still like it. I still feel like there's probably part of me that'll want to have this down the line. You know, I think it's one of those bags that, especially with Louis Vuitton and the classic monogram, it always ends up kind of like coming back and you want to start styling it again. So maybe my goal is to style this again sometime soon, because sometimes I just find the monogram, again, just like the Celine, a bit hard to style. Sometimes it's like a bit loud, but I just think it is a great bag. It's handy, it's classic. Like, I still really like this bag. I have this vintage Speedy bag that I actually got. My mother-in-law gave it to me, but it's like very beat up. I don't think I've ever actually carried it. I use it more as decoration, which I know sounds like horrible, but I mean, it's decoration at this point, right? It has some like holes at the sides. It's very, very worn and beat up, but cool nonetheless. I love these like vintage pieces to have around. I would love one time to get a like vintage trunk for like a coffee table or something. That'd be really cool. These vintage pieces just have a lot of like character and history, but probably not one I would ever actually wear. Little vintage Burberry backpack. I think it's vintage. I don't know how old it is. I bought this Preloved from Luxury Promise, and I initially got it, you know, technically for my son, you know, to use, and now I'm like, is he ever gonna use the backpack? Like, I don't know. Do toddlers get to a point where they want to use backpacks? He's still not there. Like, I feel like he would just throw it off. It does have a little hook here, so you can always like add a little strap and kind of wear it like that if you wanted. I've also like played around doing it like that, but I probably wouldn't actually wear this around. So maybe this is one eventually I get rid of too, but for now, like, I'm still waiting for my son to get to the age where like he will style this. I feel like it'd be so cute. So I am keeping it around for that. Technically it is my bag or his bag, so I'm gonna count it in with this, but yeah, this is the only Burberry that I have. I hope you guys enjoyed, and again, if you want to see me styling all these bags, definitely check me out on my Instagram, and I'm also on TikTok, and my Substack, which you definitely should subscribe if you're not already. My weekly newsletter where I share all of my favorite vintage finds with you guys, and like weekly edits, things I'm loving, what I'm buying, and showing you guys before you see it anywhere else. So that is definitely the place to catch things first. And then just a reminder, all the links are down in the description box for you guys. If I can find anything similar, what I'm wearing, all that will be down there, and any related videos. Let me know which bag was your favorite down in the comments. I would love to know. Hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, take care. Bye.